And finally, the man comes from behind the screen.
Oh no.
You're fuckhead. You know that? Quit shit posting in my chat.
What's wrong? You don't think all those children were sexy?
God, you're fucked up. You're lucky that your shit looks good. For anyone who's still watching this absolute clusterfuck, this man is Vinny, is somebody that I know very well, and he's in fact the editor for both this series and the series that I did before this, and every single thing that you're seeing on the screen, he has touched and or completely made.
I touch everything.
This is why this patch job looks like shit. Motherfucker didn't sleep that night. I had to call his mom.
Shut up. When stuff looks good, it looks good. When stuff looks bad, it looks bad.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Vinny? This is your first time being on a stream in general, your first time doing proper D&D, and your first time doing a lot of shit.
That's not true. I played D&D, like, 5e, like, twice, maybe. If we count it, you know? Hi. I'm Vinny. I'm here now. I was in the chat, now I'm not. I played a little bit, maybe. Depends who you ask. Logan, would you say I'm good at it?
No.
Okay, not good at it. So, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Give me a little fun factlet about yourself. Don't be racist.
I don't want to hear that from you, Mr. Pot. Calling my kettle-looking ass black. Damn.
Tell me a fact
anyway,
about yourself. Come on, man.
A fun fact about myself. I like video games and long walks on the beach. And I love my mommy, and if she's watching, I just want to tell you, I love you, mommy!
I love his mom.
What's wrong?
I love his mom, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so why don't you tell us a little bit about... I'm not saying the full name, you go fuck yourself. Tell me a little bit about Jonathan.
Full name? I don't think he has a last name.
Tell me a little bit about Jonathan. Where are you from?
Jonathan or John or Johnny, because I can't be fucked. He is born. He's from the port town of Sina, and he ever since a little lad, him and his father, you know, used to go out and do some fishing and some sea stuff, whatever sea people do. And then one day, you know, big ol' storm hit. And his dad, you know, got swept out to sea. Little Johnny boy never saw him again, and now he forever fears the ocean. He fears the sea.
I just want to say as a point, I really like super simple characters. I absolutely adore just the simplest background, because usually they end up being, like, the most interesting player. Like, the most interesting, like, characters are developed out of it.
Gives us so much to work with.
It really does. As a GM, I do absolutely love and adore it. But, let's...
You don't like mine, but that's fine.
Let's talk a little bit about, Jonathan. As you are not from the land of Thraligard. You're in fact from Noct. The island across the sea where black castle walls reign supreme, and where most of our fucking people have been fighting and or fought in, various things today. That black armor and the black walls are well known to Noct, the otherwise very dour and very stick in the mud type people who are very focused on the creation of golems, and they are a small part of the Adamantine Empire of the far distant lands, the Bronze Empire, whatever you want to call it. So, little Jonathan, you are not a Viking. You are, in fact, just a British peasant.
Oh. British peasant.
From Shitsville, Shitstickville.
Among the British people.
You grew up...
Quotations around the word people.
You grew up, your father, on his small farm. From what you were able to understand, he was a sailor in his previous life. And your small village always perpetually smelled like the smell of burning coal and the muck of clay, and it smelled like a paper mill. It just perpetually smelled terrible.
Oh boy.
It's not a fun little place to live. Kids aren't very energetic there. People aren't very nice there. So when your father asked you if you would like to come on him with a sailing trip, what did you say?
Count me in, Daddy-o.
What did your character say?
Oh, why yes, father. I would love to go.
All right, Vinny. Listen, coaching time. You ready? You ready? You
Okay.
ready?
All right.
Coach time.
Coach.
You are an actor right now. I need your best actor. You are an actual person. I need you to feed this to me like you're trying to make me believe that you are you.
Yes, I would love to go on a boat with you, father.
That's right. People from Nocta Robots. Very good, Vinny.
They're British. They might as well be.
No. You're probably right.
Well, father, I'd love to go on a boat with you in it. Well, these chips sure are cracker-jacking good.
You motherfucker.
I need a water bottle to wash it down with. I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not such a good actor that I can make saying yes to a road trip with your dad feel like a big character defining moment.
Yay! Just ham it up more. Yeah, I believe in you. You find yourself on the St. Marianne, a quite sizable sailing ship that you're not totally sure how your father managed to accrue with his small pittance as a farmer. You only know that he was a sailor in his previous life. Otherwise, he's kept his past extremely mysterious to you. Is Broadmass been up there the entire time? Probably. Fuck it. And all around you, there seems to be a number of gruff, not-sailing men, each going about their task and duties and trying to make their way across the ship. Just carrying out what needs to be done. Your father, presumably captaining the vessel, is looking over a number of sailing charts. You're not able to make heads or tails of them, being only about, 10, 12 yourself?
Probably, yeah.
How old are you? And
I don't think I gave him an age, but let's go with, I don't know.
He's got a pretty slick beard.
Yeah, maybe 29.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, I can deal with that.
You think that's a good amount?
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, this is about probably 20
I've seen
years
some hot 30-year-olds. You know, he looks like he could work at my local coffee shop.
He looks like he gets the gym.
Yeah, maybe on his off days.
You should have control of your token.
Okay. Yeah, I sure do.
Alright. You are left in a sailing ship, sailing to a destination unknown. Your father poring over sailing charts, and I wonder how many times I say sailors in a sentence. And sailors... and sailors scouring around the deck, trying to go about their normal duties. You see
this long, hard vessel's full of seamen. Aha! That's a classic comedy joke that I prepared for this very moment.
What would you like to do, Vinny?
Well, considering... Now, so... I know there's cannons in this image, but is that how accurate is this to the sailing vessel?
This is quite accurate. You're in the deck below. This is
okay, yeah.
There is a surface to this. This is why it kind of looks. Actually, I'm not sure. That's right. I'm looking at this now.
I would assume the cannons wouldn't be on the top, would they? I don't know. There's 2 layers.
Yeah, I just realized that there's actually stairs here. So this is in fact the open deck of the ship, and then this is I guess a.
It's great that neither of us know how fucking boats work.
I guess it's like a captain's quarters.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Some kind of little meal hall. Wow. I guess I'll go... So my father's just standing around, pacing with a map, I presume?
Yeah, he's got it kind of sprawled out. He's maybe a little like a short table onto the deck.
Okay. Should I go up to him? And I guess I'll go up to him and talk. Be like, "Oh, hello there, father." It's like little Harry Potter. I'm not gonna do a character voice. I might while he's a little boy.
What is it, John? I'm busy, as you can see.
Oh, for my character token, I thought he'd be like, "Oh, why, hello there, Frodo."
We have to carry the One Ring!
Mr. Frodo. What are you doing? How's the voyage going? You know, wouldn't you be more comfortable maybe doing all your map work below deck? Well, that's a lie, but suck. It's nice. It's nicer out here on the top deck. How you doing? What's hip happening?
John, tell me this. When you ask a question, do you have to ask 7 more behind it every time?
Well, do you have anything better for me to be doing on this boat?
I think I might. Well, how about this, you curious little scamp? I'm busy poring over the charts, and I do need absolute and complete patience. But it seems I've forgotten my writing implements back in the captain's quarters. Could you get them for me?
Yes, sirree. Captain, father, oh captain, sir.
That's a good little sailing boy. Alright, scurry along now.
Good. What's that thing they call children? Yeah, nut trophies. Get along now. That's what I'm gonna name my kid one day. That's what I'm gonna call him. Maybe not name him. Maybe that's too much. So, which way is the captain's quarters on this map? I'm assuming it's this back room, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Here's a little quest icon for you, bud.
Oh, sweet, a quest icon. Don't forget to go after the stream to patreon.com/afternoonmaps.
Hey, I don't cut shit out. I don't do anything like that.
Exactly. So we're gonna plug them so they don't,
Dude, it is fucking 10 o'clock. How do we still have 13 viewers? What the fuck is wrong with you people? How have we managed that? That's more than I made with the entirety of the King Shaker game, save like the first session.
It's thanks to what's his name, Cthulhu.
I have no life.
One of those.
Cahulan.
Yeah, that's something. Caholan Island. So I'm walking past this guy. So for the sake of realism, well, can I talk to him?
Yeah, of course. C&D, bro.
Okay. Hello there, fine sailing gentleman. What? How's it going? What's your story? Is he working? I guess I should ask what I see.
You're saying this, but you know who he is. Everyone just thinks you're a little bit weird. You just talk weird. You know this to be old Pete. He's a friend of your father. He seems to be scrubbing the deck with a steel wire brush at the end, and he looks at you with a gruff look. Still missing an eye himself. He's got a old grizzled salt and pepper beard. Oh, it's little John, is it? Well, what? I'm doing fine, John. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, old Pete. I'm heading back, picking up some stuff for good old Pop. Just making sure, you got everything good in the hood. You need me to pick you up anything on my way?
Where do you get these words from?
This isn't so. I hate to ruin the hardcore roleplay. The problem is not me inserting strange words, as Nogo can attest. This is how I speak constantly.
No, I know. Hold on, I'm trying to make it a thing. Christ, John, you ever thought that you might be just a little bit verbose?
I have a word a day calendar.
A what?
Is there even... Well, there's definitely writing, there's maps.
There is, he just has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, we're, you get them down at the local bookstore on the corner. Well, we're not in town, so I guess that doesn't really... Not very good directions, huh? Ah, Pete, you always know how to keep me entertained.
Well, not sure what I did then, boy. But if it's your father's cabin you're looking for, try to make sure you shimmy the door over there. And he points towards the back end, confirming that this is in fact the captain's cabin. It's getting a little bit stuck these days, and I worry as we sail ahead, the whole thing's gonna blow off.
Alrighty, Pete. Well, thanks for the warning. I'm gonna leave you to work. But before I go, I did want to ask you a question. What were your parents' names?
Beat. Beat and Jen.
Wow. Oh.
That is.
How old are you?
That is Pete. I just have trouble pronouncing words.
They call you Old Pete. How old are you?
Oh, I'd say probably about. What am I gonna call a year in this world?
400 moons.
Why, I've seen the sun rise and sunset so many times now, boy. You'd think I'd be able to I'd lose track of them all. Haven't, to the date. I'm 74 years old to the day, and still sailing like I just stepped straight onto a ship.
Oh, man. What's the god in this world?
You? Boy,
No, I'm not asking.
No. Yes, what I'm answering is OP, because I can't get out of the voice or I'll lose it.
Okay.
You would follow the Ocarilion. You believe the Ocarilion is a complex idea, denoting 3 separate spiritual bodies, but it's pretty easily simplified that you believe in the sun and the skies, the eye of God, and it looks down on you to give blessings to those that believe in it, and smiting all things evil in the world.
Well, Old Pete, sun power to ya. You 74.
Sun bless you, child.
Sun bless you. Alright, I need to get moving. It's like almost 10 at night. Everyone else had these amazing adventures where they got to fight stuff. I'm really expecting mine's going to be I bring my father like writing supplies and it ends. it's like Vinny, I had all this planned, but
it's your first D&D game. I gotta start you off slow and give you some checks. Speaking of, why don't you go ahead and give me a strength check as you try to open the cabin doors?
Oh, good, so I can fuck it up and look like an idiot to all these sailors. All right, what did you want me to roll?
Strength. You'll go and
okay.
Basically there's 2 different types of rolls. There's your skill roll and your stat roll. Give me a stat roll.
I gotcha.
And there's saving throws, but let's not deal with that right now.
I got it. I know that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, the door's not shimmied too much. You just kind of have to pick it up a little bit. It's a bit heavy, but you shunt it off to the side and slide it. This weird shutter door, cabin-like. And you enter into the cabin to see that it seems to be mostly quite pristine. Your father, Captain, keeping his quarters nice and timely. And it seems as though that there is another person inside of his quarters.
Go on.
Crouched over a chest, crouched over, it's 10 o'clock at night! Crouched over a chest with a long, sharp piece of metal. You can see that he seems to be working on a padlock, in your father's quarters. Also your quarters, believe it or not.
Oh.
And it seems that this big, brutish figure with short black hair and a long scar across the side of his face is yet to see you.
Okay, so he hasn't seen me?
No.
Alright.
You're not, like, being sneaky, but it's not like he's paying very good attention.
Okay, how to deal with this situation? Frankly, I'm just gonna walk on by, over to the drawing implements and be like, don't mind me, I'll just be in and out real quick. Gotta grab some stuff.
Hey, boy!
Hey, man!
What are you... John, it's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. How you doing? Do I know this man?
Yeah, give him a name.
How you doing, old Pete the Second?
Fuck you. Give him a name.
How you doing, old?
No.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be.
Give me a name. Give me a
Oh, okay.
name.
Sorry. Oh, an honest name. All right. How's it going, Ronald?
I'll take Ron.
McDonald.
I'll take Ron. I don't know.
Ron.
I don't know if Ronald McDonald was kicking it in the medieval age.
Aw.
It would be cool if he was. I might be wrong. If someone can find me a historical Ronald, I would be very appreciative.
Man, and as I'm searching through like maybe like a drawer, I'm just like, man, you know, Ron, it's weird because all these other like sailors all have like a thing before their name. You know, we got Old Pete, we got New Billy, we got Ugly Jason over there. But Ron, you're just Ron, and you know I respect that.
Old Billy, yes.
I respect it. I respect the honesty of your name, Ron. You know, you're just Ron, and about.
Well, they say that having a nickname on the open sea, it brings you a good luck, you see. That's why you call you Little John, Little John.
Does that mean I can call you Big Ron?
Sure. So long as you don't bring mention of this to your father, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh the chest. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Search through that all you want, my guy. That's just like some clothes, some toiletries. You know what? I think there might be like maybe you could find like, I don't know, a matchbox, deck of cards. I don't know what to tell you. Probably some dice.
Good man, Little John. I'll be seeing you later.
Thanks, Big Ron. Love hearing from you. Alright, I'm gonna grab these writing implements. I'm gonna head on out. You need anything? Parts, bud? I'm just kind of being a little little errand boy running around.
No, I think I'll be alright, boy.
Alrighty.
Scurry on back to your father.
Good man. See you later. Alright, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna work my way back out.
So, you come back out onto the deck, but you find that things seem to be a little bit different than when you first entered into the cabin. Oh god, can I activate all this without it fucking going apeshit on me? Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not. Let's give it a crack. Oh god, it's gone all tits up.
Uh-oh. Take your time, it's only 10 at night.
Yeah, it's only the longest session yet.
Yeah.
Yet, everyone.
Alright, as in there will be longer?
Yes.
Oh boy.
John, you scurry out onto the deck to find that the entire ship has been enshrouded in a deep fog. A mist, if you will.
Oh boy. Well, what was the weather like before I went in, just for reference?
It seemed to be mostly entirely clear.
Oh, okay, good. So, foggy.
Your father, already now, has... You can see that the small crouched table where he was before has been entirely just thrown over.
Oh.
Oh god, this is... Oh god, this is terrible. Why is this a
token?
Oh
no!
Why is this a token? Why any of this a token?
Great question.
There we go. And he is instead, he seems to be at the center, just pointing fingers at the sailors and giving out commands. Alright, raise the sails. We head straight in, fast as we can. Light the burners. Make sure that every single one of those lanterns is lit. And the sailors seem to be scurrying all around. They're just tussling all through the place and trying to make sure that every lantern on the ship is lit as you go through the mist.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna avoid getting run over by Old Pete and Ugly Jason and work my way over to my father, I guess.
John! John! Good. You here, boy? You have the supplies?
Yes, here you go.
Oh, that's my little sailor.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Come here, boy.
I have a good relationship with my father.
He doesn't hug you, but he does give you a little tussle of his hair. Alright, John. Listen, I have a very important task for you, okay?
Is it you want me to take this ring to Mount Doom? Jeez, I don't know.
I need you to climb up the mainsail. Head up towards the crow's nest and see if you can see past where this fog ends.
Sure, I'm down.
This is of dire urgency, boy. Do you understand? I need you to get up here. I need you not to fall down. You need to be safe. And you need to tell me exactly what you see up ahead. Aye?
I'm a kid. I climb stuff all the time. I climb trees for fun. Like, I'll do this. I'll climb that right now.
That's a boy. Alright, help! He gives you a little slap on the shoulder.
Oh boy, climbing up. I assume this mast to the crow's nest. So, what do you want me to roll, buddy old pal?
I'm gonna need a climb. Wait, what? There's a fucking Scottish Chinook educator who was he taught English in Japan. His name was Ronald McDonald.
What the hell are you talking about? Is this something in chat I should...
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald. Our good friend and neighborhood chest searcher, Ronald McDonald. Amazing.
Alright. So, go ahead and give me a climb check.
Alrighty.
Or acrobatics. Either works.
Oh, I just get to pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever's your highest.
Let's see. Gonna be honest. There it is. Alright, I was looking for... There's just so many damn skills. Let's do acrobatics.
Not good, Vinny.
Not great.
The mist has a slight moist quality to it, and it seems as though the ropes are getting a little bit slippery. You're struggling to make any progress, and quickly enough, the ship is beginning to be buffeted by a storm.
Oh gosh. We get sound for this. Rainy storm ASMR.
Your
I
father
don't know where you found this music. It's a bop.
It is. Your father is clutching on to the ropes, just trying to hold on as the waves begin to buffet him, and you're barely holding on. But you need to make more progress. Give me another one.
So I'm holding on by like a rope swinging around at this point, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
as the boat's being tossed, I'm just getting Cirque du Soleil all over the fucking place.
It's like a rope that connects to the mast. I think there's like a climbing like webway type thing.
Let's do acrobatics again. Wahoo! Oh, nard.
Oh shit!
Oh, diggity dang.
All right.
I'm gonna fall and clonk my little
I'm gonna
boy
need
head.
acrobatics again, but this is to avoid damage.
Okay. Oh my god!
Jonathan, you smash into the hull of the ship by the iron grate, and you can feel your back seems almost shredded now, and you're going to take 1d6 points of damage as you fall 10 feet.
Oh boy. 2 damage. Actually, I don't know how much HP I have.
Did you calc it, or did you just not do that yet?
No, I have it. I don't know how correct it is though. It says 2.
Oh, that's your con bonus. All right. So the way you're gonna calculate your max HP, right? Do you remember your hit dice? Did you plug that in?
Yeah.
Okay, so your hit dice is what you roll for every level to get HP.
Yeah, I know.
But at the first level, you get max of that. So whatever your hit dice is, plus whatever that bonus that you currently have is. So you have 2 because of your con modifier.
Alright, so should I just add the hit dice on now?
Yeah.
Okay. That puts me up to 12, which is a much more...
You are half the height, but much sturdier than Astrid. Still,
So, well,
your back
I
is
got
lacerated.
52 damage. Yeah, I've been... I've been better.
I'm
Alrighty,
doing acrobatics again, but this fourth one is to avoid instant death.
Can I kill my character in Adventure Zero, in the prequel story?
No.
Maybe? We'll see. You gotta leave him in suspense, come on.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna try. I might manage it. Oh my god!
You are by far the worst pirate I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's say you're able to make a little bit of progress and you're back on the ropes, but you still can't manage it. You're being
This is a class skill of mine. This is one of my better skills.
However,
I think the only skill I do better is stealth.
You are going to have absolutely no time in which you're able to climb to the rest of the mast, as the next wave that buffets the ship seems much stronger than the last, but carries with it strange beings.
Can I see these strange beings?
Give me a minute.
Are they?
Fuck.
Oh boy.
These strange, gibbering squid-like things begin to crawl onto the deck with the next blast of a wave, and your captain father calls out, "Christ, already! To arms!"
So, where am I currently?
You are currently dangling off the side of the ship by a rope.
Has no one, are they all too busy to help? I thought they were just lighting lanterns.
They're lighting lanterns and fucking bracing against the ship as the storm buffets them. You're the only one that's nimble enough to get to the crow's nest.
Alrighty, well, I guess I should try an acrobatics to climb back
I don't
up
know,
the
it's up
ship.
to you. Would you like to keep climbing? Would you like to address the threat ahead? What do you want to do?
I think that might be my only option right about now. Let's give it a shot. Oh my god.
Jonathan, you fucking suck. John, you were still...
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with these digital dice. They're fucking broken, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna need an initiative, as you're now going to be initiative tracking as you fucking...
Alright, initiative.
As you
Oh,
fucking...
God.
You're gonna need to be on an initiative to climb the mast.
I rolled initiative.
Okay. The shitlings roll initiative. And the sailors roll initiative. Alright, Vinny. Whenever you
I'm not
roll...
on the turn order thing. Should I,
Yeah, whenever you roll initiative, click on your token and then click on initiative.
Yeah, let's try that again. Okay.
And I'll plug in your first. It doesn't actually matter, so I'll just leave it as it is, actually.
Cool.
Alright, John. You're being buffeted by this thing that is battering you up against the side of the ship. Would you like to continue? This is the comedy of errors I expected out of you, to be honest.
Do I have it in me to try acrobatics again?
I don't know, you tell me.
No, this isn't a D&D question. Do you think I have the will within myself to try again? Do I have the courage?
Vinny, please. It's 10.
Alright, I'm gonna try again. Oh, boy!
Alright, Vinny, this time, as you're clambering onto a rope, another wave smashes up against the hull, and you are swung to the other side of the ship.
Side.
Give me a, here, I'm just gonna give you a 1d6. You're getting your ass beat.
6.
You bash your skull up against the cannon on the way.
Oh my fucking god.
You might die.
I might die. That's another 6 HP. Let's see. What does that put me at?
Actually, if you did die, I have a
4.
a fun idea.
The ghost of Little John died as a child. God, okay. Wait,
So what HP do you have right now? 4?
4.
God,
4 HP.
I don't think anybody's gonna be able to see the end of this prologue. So your Captain Father takes his sword freely out, and you can see this man's moving with fucking moves you've never seen before. He looks like almost a soldier as he cleaves one of these squid in two.
Oh my god.
Casting it free off the side with his cutlass in hand.
Man, if I wasn't so busy, like, with my brain hemorrhage or whatever the fuck I've got, that would have looked really cool. But all my vision is, like, blurred.
And you can see Pete calls out to you, John! Swing this way, I'll grab you!
Oh, Jesus Christ, thank you, someone. Not Jesus Christ, the Son. Son Christ. Thank you.
It's the actual name of the god is the Armorillion.
Okay.
Or the Acurillion, my bad.
The Acurillion. Alright, what do you want me to roll to try to swing to old Pete?
Not yet, it's not even your fucking turn. That was old Pete's turn.
Oh, okay, we're still going.
The other two sailors are locked into a combat with the other squid.
No, call them by their names.
Dirty something? Dirty Daniel?
No, it was New Billy and Ugly Jason, but I like Dirty Daniel, so I'll let it slide. Don't ruin my immersion anymore.
Fuck you.
Yo, by the way, I've been meaning to ask what temperature you think it is like right now, like on the boat.
Very cold.
Is that in Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I don't know, like 40 degrees?
What wood's the boat made of?
Wood.
Damn, got me there. Alrighty, whose turn is it?
It's
they're all
now
fighting.
your turn. What would you like to do, Little John?
Oh, fuck. Okay, so do I roll acrobatics to try to swing to old Pete?
You tell me, motherfucker!
What else would I roll?
I don't know, you could just drop.
Into the ocean?
No, you just drop onto the fucking deck and, you know...
Oh, am I still swinging by the crow's nest?
Yeah, you're still swinging.
Oh, okay. Do I need to roll to drop? I guess maybe for the acrobatics to not, like, fall to my death.
No, I wouldn't even say you have to do that. If you want to do acrobatics at this point, it would mostly just be to keep climbing. Would you like to keep climbing?
No, I don't think it's gonna serve much purpose now that, like, the things are on our boat, so no, I guess I'll just drop down onto the deck.
Cool.
That was a good sound effect, thank you. Alrighty, I don't think I have any weapons of any kind. Do I see anything, like, around me that I could maybe use as a weapon? Like, what's in my near vicinity? I'm assuming barrels and cannonballs.
There seems to be a barrel that seems to be filled with like ship's brooms, those wired scrub brushes that you saw Pete holding before. You can see there's clearly those massive 8-pound cannonballs. Is it massive? I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know, but do you think it's like heavier or lighter than a normal shot put?
I'd say heavier.
Probably, and I'm like a tiny boy. God. Let me, you know what? Let me play it safe. I'll run over to my father and just, like... That's clearly the safest area on the boat at this moment. So let's head over there. Let's see how he's going, you know? See what he's up to, during the combat encounter.
John! John!
Father!
Boy, you're gonna have to defend yourself.
That's great idea. What do I got to do that with?
Fuck it. Here! And with a slight sheen, he gives you his cutlass. A gold cup-handled cutlass that has seen through a war or two, and a nice silvery edge. He's left disarmed, but he pulls a sailor's knife free from his boot.
Ah, okay. He gave me the sword and kept the knife. Well, I didn't call him a smart man. Anyways, I guess then I'll join him in battle. I don't know. Does he? Well, did he tell me anything to do? Does he?
No, just to defend yourself.
Let's defend myself. All right.
Objective: survive.
Yeah, objective survive, ain't it just? Then let's start. Let's run over old Pete. We'll start helping out old Pete. I don't know if I can do that this turn or not.
I'll give it to you. It's your first fucking campaign. Go ahead.
That's fair. Okay.
Give me an attack.
Yep, melee attack. I don't have a cutlass like written down for how much attack it would give.
I can give you the stats of it like really fucking fast. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Because they do exist. It is a 1d6, 18 to 20 times 2. Do you know what that means?
Practically. 1d6, 18 to 20 times 2. Alright, cool. What is it using my dex or my strength?
What do you normally use? You use your dex, right?
Dex.
Yeah, so it'd use your dex on both attack and I think damage. You do have the feat, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I gave you the feat, that's right.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's roll cutlass.
Holy shit.
Well, you know what? Could not climb a rope for shit, but the moment he picked up a sword...
As a matter of fact, not only that, you cleave it in the same way that your father did.
Oh, God.
And old Pete's just looking at you a little bit awe. He's like, damn, little John.
I'm currently bleeding from the cranium. I'm heaving. I'm just going...
Listen, things won't get any better until we get out of this mist.
Getting out of the mist, huh?
Come on,
and I turned to old Pete. Pete, what do we do to get out of the mist?
Just keep sailing!
You know what, son of a bitch. Power to old Pete. He's my favorite character so far. Alright, I'm gonna go help other sailors, I guess. Help them
Yep, that's
get
the end
saved.
of your turn, though. So
yeah, I mean, not this turn, but...
The two squids over here begin latching onto his face. You can see this man as his skin just goes completely red and he falls down to the ground.
No! Ugly Jason!
Your father goes in. Chop!
With a knife?
Oh, yeah. He the thing lunges towards his face, but he drags the knife basically through the air as it goes into a leap, and you can see the thing is just its stomach splayed open.
Jesus Christ!
Kid, your father's a badass.
I tell you, old Pete, I'm learning a lot today.
And this kid, this fucking dude, dipshit Dave is just.
Wow,
you
can't say that about New Billy.
He's just like pushing this squid up against the cannon and just trying to restrain it with his hands because he doesn't have a weapon on hand.
Oh boy.
And the squid will take their turn as 4 more join the fray. Little John.
My turn. Alrighty. Let's head over and help good old New Billy. Join him in the fray. So I guess I'll swing at I guess the squid that's coming up behind him with the cutlass. Let's see what that gets us.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
What the fuck indeed? Little John's a badass. You give me a description. I want to hear you tell me what happens.
Okay. As the squid, because it just is starting to make it over the deck and onto that little flight of stairs, little John just kind of starts running at it. It's still probably like blood covering like part of his head. You know, he probably doesn't have great sight, realistically, but somehow he's making it work. And he runs, and I think he just kind of slashes with the cutlass right across the top of the squid. You know, they have those big fucking heads with their lungs in it. He just cleaved off like the top portion of that.
Oh shit!
The squid is
like the body.
Yeah, like the lungs. I think that's where the lungs are in a squid. Those are in half.
You splay it open, and just a splash of red.
I get my teeth in there. I'm just. Ugh!
And another sailor is freed from the attack. This one's going over to help his comrade that he doesn't even know is dead, and this guy.
I can't believe you're gonna say that about Ugly Jason.
Punches this one just straight in the eye, and his fist goes clean through.
Jesus Christ, old Pete.
Not old Pete. This is Jason.
Oh, this one. Oh, sorry, I was paying. Oh no, that's New Billy. But
yep. And
don't worry, I'll keep on it.
Thanks, bro. These squids are both going to assault your father, and he's beginning to get overwhelmed with nothing but a knife to his name, trying to poke them back and prod at them. However, things are very quickly going to take a turn for the worse.
Pop's doing the old dance with the squids.
Even the sounds of the ocean waves begin to disappear into the darkness of the mist, as something lurks beneath.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Listen, a lesson that my old group did not understand. Go hard. Session 1. Go hard. 2 massive tentacled things. Your closest approximation is probably demon. Lurch out from beneath the waters below, latching on to the sides of the ship, and the sides of the hull begin to splay and splinter as the creatures begin to tear it apart, seam from seam. Strange voices begin to enter into your head, and all you can hear is the voice of your father shouting out, "John! John! John!" Your dad, covered now by the squids, they latch onto his body. Old Pete quickly succumbs to the other squid as he falls, and this one seems to just drop dead where he stands, a dark, limp, lifeless body. And your father asks, "John, why didn't you help me, John? John! John!" You awake at your desk.
Fuck.
The town's church bells begin to ring. It seems that it struck noon. Normally there'd be a service, but you haven't been going out of your house of late. You've had other things that have been preoccupying your mind. Strange voices always seeming to prod and pry into your dreams, but thankfully for your line of work, it offers you pretty welcome material. You wipe what little spittle of drool remains around your mouth and find yourself awoke over writings. It seems that you've written about maybe 150 pages so far, but there's still more to go.
Oh my god, these jams.
Welcome to Sina. What would you like to do, John?
The same thing I do every morning. Well, it's not morning anymore. Get up and brew a cup of coffee.
Well, calling it coffee is a little bit of a... You've kind of
An overstatement.
You've strained it a couple of times now. You've really made your last cup of coffee last as much as you could. You take your tiny little tin mug and begin to bring it up to a brew. Those last 9 beans making up the total of your morning drink.
Oh boy, watered down beans.
Sina, in the past couple of years, has turned from a claymaker's place after a small incident, has turned into a blossoming agricultural village. You still have your father's farm for what little he left you, and things are peaceful. So, you're just stewing, drinking your morning cup of coffee?
I think I go and sit down in front of my fireplace. There isn't a fire, and I don't light one. I just kind of sit down and look at the cutlass hanging above the mantelpiece.
Still a bit stained with a strange purple liquid. The blade has never been able to kind of scratch away that little malice that's in there. But it's a nice little thing for over the fire, and sometimes you look at it and it kind of inspires you to write really edgy, sharp words.
Sometimes I'm even tempted to run while holding it.
But never for too long, one might cut oneself.
Yeah, always with at least 1 foot on the ground.
Would you like to investigate your surroundings a little?
Yeah, tell me a bit about my room, or should I tell you a bit about my room?
I mean, you could, or I could. You tell me what.
You
have as much control as you're willing to take. I can hand guide you, and you're the only person I'm willing to do that for. But
I'll tell you a little bit about like my workspace, because they say you can learn a lot about someone from their workspace. Ironically enough, sitting at the edge of my desk, along with like a couple books that have bookmarks that are only like halfway through. There's a ship in a bottle that's only half put together. The other half of the pieces are still in it, and it is quite much like everything else, pretty collected with dust. Have not gotten around to finishing that one. There's my current manuscript, of course, some ink, some pens.
And what exactly are you writing about, or at least trying to write about?
I'm writing adventure novels, or at least novels like that are adventurous. They don't always, they never pertain to my own adventures because aren't any, but they're about other people, adventures that could be pretty cool, you know. I think the sea is really scary, so there's a lot of like scary sea creatures, you know. Couldn't have possibly been inspired by any previous trauma, but I don't maybe go that close to home. None of them have maybe giant squids or anything, but there's certainly a few scary sea novels I've published that didn't do great, but you know, they're there. Published author.
Why did they not succeed, would you say? If you were to attribute anything.
Here's the funny thing about being so horrified of the sea. You haven't been around it enough to really write about it well. There's a lot of people left scratching their heads. I was gonna make it more fantastical. The critics didn't agree, but you know, what can you do? What can you do?
Well, I have my own theories that maybe trying to become a blossoming author in a previous factory, now agricultural town, where probably about 3 people total know how to read, might be not of the most practical business decisions. And
Hold on.
And
the village and the next village over.
And the next village over. It might be a little bit of a struggle for someone that has not been able to scrape any coins together worth going towards the big city. Not been able to move and get to maybe a little bit more of a bustling scene for a promising author.
Definitely, it's in the works, much like the other things on my desk.
Well, you might not be the greatest sea author, but is there anything else that interests you, Jonathan? Something that you've been actually making some money with?
I've been writing some pretty good books that are about, like, more classic adventures. They're not as scary. More fanciful things. I keep them short. They're a little more popular with some kids. They can't read them, of course. I read them to them, and, well, they don't buy them either, but well, it makes them very happy, and, that makes me happy. And there seems to be a knock at the door? Is that what, I'm just gonna assume that's a knock at the door. I can't move this token.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Ah, jeez.
Nards. Aw, gumdrops.
Vinny, I just want to say I'm happy how quickly you were to being from mid-combat to Harvest Moon.
One I can relate a bit more to than to the other, I guess. I don't know. Can I control it now? Oh, there we go. Let's over to the door. Woo!
Well,
the excitement of D&D! Woo! Or Pathfinder. Excitement of Pathfinder! Woo!
Oi.
Anyways. Yeah.
Jonathan. You see in front
Hello.
of you, it seems to be, fuck it, let's just see someone we know. It seems to be Natalie. And a bright and bubbly village girl that comes around here quite often.
You can't use a real person. It's gotta be Natalia. You gotta.
No, you're not Russian.
That's first rule of writing. Don't you worry. Okay, fine.
And you know her quite often, and you know her quite well by the scowl that seems to be permeating her face, as she is the village elder's granddaughter and tax collector.
What do you want? I'm trying to enjoy my morning, afternoon coffee. Coffee.
It's noon, you fool. You just heard the church bells.
I've got, coffee I'm focusing on at the moment.
Right. Well, I have something else that I'm focusing on that isn't that, what is that, lukewarm smell in the air? What did you just put a bean in it?
I don't think it's even a coffee bean.
She pinches her forehead. Listen, I need at least 16 pounds in my hands by today. I know the times have been tough for you, but you've had a whole farm around you. You can't just keep pawning it off to whoever will work it.
Well, sometimes, other people need work, and they'll work in my farm, and I pay them, and make almost no profit, but, helping the needy.
Not almost no profit, you make no profit. You've given them the whole thing. They take the crop straight out of the field and take it with them. Hell,
that was only like twice.
Didn't you have 4 pigs before?
Oh, there was yesterday.
Jonathan, you can't keep living like this. However are you going to pay the debts you owe back to my family?
Writing is going very well at the moment, actually. There's been a big rise in the industry.
A real big rise in the writing industry, is it?
Yes, sir. Would you care to maybe peruse one of my novels? I'm in the middle of this lovely one that I've been reading. big and popular now. It's really inspiring me. I think if I follow this up, maybe I could get somewhere.
So you mean to tell me that you're making an absolute profit with the 0 books I've seen around town, and the fact that paper's selling for at least 6 shillings more a piece?
Did I say profit? I don't think I said profit.
She shakes her head. I don't want to read this book. Or whatever it is of yours.
Yeah, well, it's probably you don't want to read it because you can't, but
I'll have you know. I'm at least the best accountant the city's ever seen, and if I can deal with numbers, I can most definitely deal with letters. You don't have to be all pompous and up your own ass about it, just because, oh, look, I'm Jonathan. I sit in my house and write books all day that nobody reads. I use big words like... Let's see. What's the biggest word that Jonathan could think of? And she basically intrudes into your home, jamming her head in, and looks at the sword and says, cutlass this, cutlass that, cutlass this.
Oh yeah, what's 47 divided by 3?
47 divided by 3? 15 and 2/3.
Did you get out a calculator?
Listen, the character's a good mathematician, I'm not.
I don't write just about, like, a cutlass that I own. I write about other things.
Jonathan,
I wrote a lovely poem
the biggest
about
word,
the pigs.
The biggest word I've ever seen you use is califragilistic, and that's just because you heard it from someone. You don't even know what it means.
It means, really cool. Duh.
Look, Jonathan. What are you now? 29? 30?
I'll be 30 in a few months.
It's time.
Glad you remembered my birthday.
Listen, you're an absolute dear, but you need to get your things together. If not for yourself, then at least think of your old pa.
Oh, old pa. Eesh.
Listen.
What would he say?
You got some muscles on you. At the very least, you could try your hand at farming again. Why not take down that old sword? Your pa did teach you sword fighting, didn't he?
But sword fighting isn't gonna make any money around here. Everything's so peaceful, I guess, except for the pig thief. I'm really hoping it's a thief. Might have just been a wolf.
Well,
sort of either way.
What about the army?
Enlist in the army. I don't know about that one. If I went off to the army, take care of the pig.
You don't even take care of the pigs.
They take care of themselves. They're very well trained.
You're absolutely ridiculous. Look, there's going to be a recruiter coming to the village by tomorrow's morn. I won't take the shillings today, but if you promise to me that you'll at least talk to them, I won't take your whole house from you.
Well, at least,
What, silent?
Well, I didn't say I'd join, I'll see what they're about, maybe they'll, maybe they need a writer.
I'm over with you. Whatever! Do whatever it is you want. I'll be back for my money tomorrow!
Alrighty, well,
Throws
see
up
you
her
later.
hands in a huff. You can see she's pulling up her skirt, not to get, dirt all over it as she fucking storms away.
Tell your mother I said hi! She's an old bag anyways, who can fuck.
Well,
yikes.
You've seen her mad before, but you're not quite sure if you've seen her that mad, and it almost is starting to look like she might follow through. You do owe them quite a bit of money for that.
She'll get over it.
You owe them a debt going back years now from when they first found you drenched up against the shore and paid a doctor to come all the way for you. But it's mostly been borrowing and lending from here on out.
You know, that doctor treated one head wound, and he thinks he owns me, you know? They take these doctor folk take these life debts very seriously. I don't
see, Vinny. I knew it was a great idea to have you come on because I knew that if I kind of spoon feed it a little bit, you run with it. You're great. I love it. I think everyone else who's watching loves it too.
I'm not looking at chat, so I have no idea.
All right. But you're gonna have to come up with some money.
Alrighty. Well, as any man my age should do when he needs money, time to head to the bar.
All right, you do so.
Hey, worst comes to worst, I whore myself out.
I don't.
Is there a bar in this town?
There is definitely a bar. Any good village has a bar. Let's be real.
Is this a good village?
It's not a good bar. You make your own. It's not a good bar. You make your own. You make your own decisions here.
It's so good.
It is actively noon, a church day. It is noon, a church day. And you find a sign labeled out that has a very crudely depiction of yourself, barring you from the establishment.
The church or the
bar?
Ah, yes.
The bar is not only closed, you are also banned from it.
Yikes.
A tab that has ran over quite a couple of pounds. For reference, a pound would probably be in the realm of like a dozen gold, which is not a small amount.
How many is that in like USD?
Your house is probably about 12 gold.
Boy. So, let me ask you, a wise universe birther, what might I find in this town? Any?
What are you, like, licking the ground looking for booze?
I don't know what the hell's in this town, and
well, the town
there's certainly not a yellow pages. I'm not gonna be like finding any news. Granted, I could leave the town, leave all my troubles behind.
The town is rather unexemplary. From what you're able to tell, it's mostly all agricultural land from where the factory blew up so many years ago. Presumably in the time between when you left and when you didn't, because the place changed overnight. It has a church, and it has a bar, and it has most of your basic facilities, including a small clinic. But most of these are closed. It seems as though it's church hours at this time. What stands out in this little town is that there is a little nook-in-the-wall publisher. Your,
My publisher.
Partner is
editor.
A strong word.
I guess let's go on in. Paint me a word picture. What does this publishing house look like?
Well, the publishing house seems to be mostly empty, as you're probably the only irreligious person in the whole town. Even that scumfuck that publishes your shit, it still goes to church. Which really is telling of you more than it is anything else. It seems that the place seems to be old and mostly decrepit and empty. You can see that the publishing machinery being pretty exclusive to Noct, believe it or not. It seems to be completely at a dead still. Your books and most of your things, which you had already commissioned to be published, have already found their way into a number of crates and bins, hopefully to get shipped, right? But what you find is a different book. In fact, this is a story, a fiction, if you will, but set in the world that you are currently in. And it seems that the book, as is emblazoned all over the cover and the back and the sides and everything else, seems to be something of an absolute smash hit among Noct, and is selling even to those who are illiterate for its extremely graphic pictures, it's colorful depictions of the world, big, great leviathans surging out from the west, and the title reads only and simply Thralisgard. The land of the north.
And when I look a little bit further down to where the author's name should be, who do I find?
You find a man by the name only known as Barnaby, a world-renowned traveler and explorer who makes a good point to document both his observations and incorporate them into his deep fictional tellings. Of course you know about Barnaby. Everybody knows about Barnaby.
He's my favorite.
Is he now?
Yep, I own not all of his other books, but like 4 of his other books. At least the 4 I could get my hands on in a place where almost no one can read.
Got any good titles in mind?
Well, there's one that's just an encyclopedia of rocks, which was a really weird turning point for him. I think it was one of his earlier works before it really took off. But
no, it's a bestseller, believe it or not.
Oh. It's just called Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Yeah, Ku did the math. That is 1,200 flagons of mead.
Jesus.
How you racked up that debt at the bar is honestly impressive.
My God. I don't remember it, but I guess that there's a good reason for that.
But this is one that you haven't seen before, and the intricate detailings of dragons surrounding the edge and the colorful depictions immediately draws you in.
So my editor is not, like, in today, right? He's not in the building. He went out to...
Yeah.
I'm assuming he went to church and just left it unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Because who in this nice little agrarian idol would ever trespass onto someone's property?
Yeah, and who the hell wants to steal a book? You ever look at one of those things? Boring as hell. I guess I start like perusing the book.
All right. I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but I'm going to tell you how to feel. You just tell me how to feel after I tell you how to feel, okay? Does that make sense?
Should I tell you what I read, or should you tell me what I read?
I'll tell you what you read, and you tell me how you feel about it, okay?
Okay.
Alright. As you thumb through, it seems to depict a very strange and foreign land, a place where the snow never seems to melt, and a place where everybody can possibly find their fortune. All sorts. Women work as merchant, men work as warriors, and everybody's plying their trade. It's a place of great culture and arts, where such ballads as Ragnar the Golden and the stories of the gods seem to rain out through theater and play in the major cities. It is a place of peace, but also the brewing feeling of revolution among the people as the 100 clans bicker between each other, and the Black King stands ever so looming over the rest of the nation, ready to swing down with his mace at them at any moment. But Barnaby feels that the people of Thralisgard, with such stout revolutionary hearts, will never be suppressed by a tyrant emperor such as himself. And it goes on to tell you of his stories of the kindness of the people there, and of the great adventures that he had trespassing onto snow-and lands, how he shook hands with trolls and was able to ride the waves with dragons. And he makes a point to detail that it's a man where every man can claim his lot, no matter how destitute, how poorly, how unequipped. And finally, he ends it with an author's note, detailing his own personal life in very brief, giving a small description and picture of himself, which I don't have on hand, but I'll give it to you later. And he makes a point of marking down his traveling schedule, as normally this would be a fucking editing nightmare with
Is he doing a signing?
No, not like a signing. He's doing a traveling schedule where it's like by years, pretty much. It's like I'm planning to move to this city and I'll be there for so many months to study and learn, and then move on to the next. Normally, this would get a man fucking mugged, but as wealthy and aristocratic and as influential as he is, he's able to trespass most of the lands without so much of any trouble. And you close the book. That's it. You sat there for like 2 hours reading a fucking encyclopedia on Browscard.
And then it says signed Barnaby Barnum. Barnaby B. Barnum.
I appreciate that, because that's actually basically what I was going for. I'll take it, Barnaby B. Barnum.
There you go.
A very Nochtish name.
Oh, what a strong people. They used to eat wood chips. Anyways, I'm probably sitting in there, and I've just finished reading this book, and I've used most of my midday, and I've read all about this land of fortune and fame and adventure and thrills and so on and so forth. And I need money, and so I'm thinking the only logical thing, which is, damn, that was a really good book. I should go figure out how to write one of those. So I think I rip out the page that has his travel schedule. So I can go find a man who could teach me how to write one of those.
You're packing your things? What would you like to bring with you?
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna need some changes, some pajamas, you know.
You're cutting out a little bit. Are you alright, or is it me?
It might be both of us. Who knows?
Anyone else in stream that can still hear him? Is it bad?
Here, we'll both leave the call real quick and then rejoin, and it'll immediately work,
that will
right?
destroy my game. That will ruin.
Okay, I'll leave.
Ruin everything.
I'll leave. Oh, just like I've always dreamed. Hold on, give me 1 sec.
I still think that I've been talking into the wrong microphone that this entire fucking game. I've got 3 on my desk.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real.
I packed some extra pillows and blankets. Maybe only 1 each. I don't have room for that. It's not a big trunk. My teddy bear, can't forget that. I only bring, surprisingly, like a couple books. Of course, I brought Rock You Like a Hurricane by Barnaby B. Barnum because I need to get it signed. It's first edition. Come on, like, it'll make. Can you imagine the value? I mean, I won't sell it and it won't help my debts, but it'll be cool. Cool little shelf piece. Show people that had come into my home, which is none. Anyways, and I guess there might be bandits, so
glooming over the fireplace.
I can hit him with a rock. If I don't bring it, Natalie's gonna try to sell it. All right, fine. I bring the cutlass.
You take the cutlass out from the place where it hasn't moved in some years, honestly. Well, I mean, it's moved. You probably picked it up once or twice and kind of given it a little shake around and then put it back. But it still feels comfortable in your grip.
Oh, boy. This is not therapeutic. Anyways, I throw that in a trunk. And I grab some other general traveling stuff, a map, some snacks. But I think that's anything important. Books, teddy bear, sword.
I feel the need to point out to anyone that's watching the stream, this is just a very tall halfling. Like, that's how I feel Vinny is at all points in his life. Not in game. I'm just talking about OOC. He's a very tall halfling.
I can't believe you're putting me on blast. Out of all the times to put me on blast, this is the one you pick.
You're a 5'11" pocket prince. Now let's...
Actually, I'm 5'7", but
Alright.
Whatever. Alright.
Your things are packed?
And I don't really say goodbye to anyone. I think I leave a note on my editor's desk, saying, be back soon, busy writing, which he's never gotten a note about, like, anything like that before. Often, when I'm writing, he just doesn't see me, and it's all the more thankful. But, this time, knowing that it might be, you know, a little while till I come back, I leave that for him. I don't think I say goodbye to Natalie or her family. I think I leave her, also a note, but, maybe I leave hers, like,
in the house
on my door, yeah, in my house or something, where she won't find it immediately. That just says something like, please don't take my house, I will be back with money. I don't know how well that'll work, considering she might just up and take the house, thinking that I've run off on my debts, but you know, it's worth the effort.
Who cares about it? If Thrall's Guard is half as good as the book says, you'll be back with a fortune before you know it.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess I take one more look at it. Maybe stroke a pig, maybe stroke a pumpkin, and think I head out.
You stroke a pumpkin?
I care about them. They are all my children.
All right, Jonathan. You set
all
off
of my
on
neglected
your intrepid journey to I'm tired. You set off on your journey to Thrallgard. A perilous boat trip and stowing away lies in your future, but you will be able to get through it with only extreme panic attacks.
Oh boy.
But your journey begins as you realize almost immediately upon hitting the Northern Realm, your clothing is nowhere near apt.
Oh.
As you are freezing to death in this boat.
And
that will wrap it for the day.
And scene. That's a wrap.
Very good, Vinny.
Oh, thank you. I'm not good at this game, but I am good at bullshitting my way through things.
That is, like, hey, guess what? That's
half the game.
That's
half
the
game. There you go.
Keep that up, and you'll be wedding crashing before you know it.
Woo!
Oh shit! All right.
What else is on the docket? Do we have to do an outro? Can I join you in doing an outro?
I mean, hey, anyone who wants to pop in and join me for the outro, because I don't think any of you've, like, talked in the same room before.
Don't worry, no one wants to pop in.
Anything that you want to talk to me about, Vin?
About the game, where we do like
did you like it? This is basically I'm trying to do these as like a standard of what to expect, except for the weird alien one, which I'm feeling bad about right now, so I'm just kind of push past it. It was. I had other ideas for other people's intros that were like along the same lines of weird, but I did them again. I just didn't have time for that one.
I'm happy. I'm very much excited because I think my character is just plain enough that I can fit in all sorts of weird shit at my leisure.
Okay, now it's time to put these 5 people in a room with each other and force them to play good. Or maybe 6 people. Find out next time.
What? 6? But that's so much more art I have to make!
Yeah. I don't even know how I'm gonna fit all the character art. I don't even know how I'm gonna fit all the character art, to be honest with you.
Do I gotta go back in the art dungeon?
Yeah, you're going back in the art dungeon, bud. Give me something done by Wednesday. Goodbye.
Oh no!
Alright. For the, whoever is still remaining, you can go ahead and sound off if you'd like. But, thank you all for everyone who's remained for this absolute fucking clusterfuck of a session. It's been a long while since I've been able to GM again, and especially a long while since I've been able to stream again after whatever happened last time. I'll touch on it on the Discord if anybody wants to ask questions. I doubt anyone knows or cares. Like, I don't think anybody who's watching right now is anyone who used to watch the old show. But hopefully I've got a lot of cool stuff planned for this one, and I really would like to carry on through with it and get an actual full campaign done. If the players permit and everybody gets along together, It'll be cool. Thank you all for everyone who came in to join and came in to watch. It really does mean a lot to me. I know that we got raided by a bunch of people coming to watch their friends and all sorts of stuff. And that really makes me giddy. It's the first time I've had a chat that's this active, even if it's just bullshit. So, next game. Yeah, it really is. Next game will be running at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. That's the same time that we're going to be doing it every week from now on. This was a weird exception. It'll go from 7 to 11. Time permits, maybe with a little bit of wiggle room as stuff says. But, again, it means a lot. Thank you very much. Oh my god, we've had almost everybody who's doing the Keeper on. And thank you all so much for the followers. Holy shit, this is double what we had. I have no one left to be able to say a funny thing and tell them to make a funny sound off, so I'll just make a funny sound off on my own. Bye!
You want a fucking sound off? I'll give you a fucking sound off.
You're still on the audio, motherfucker!
Oh, I better have the audio. Goodbye, you mother.